All right, so now we are ready to set up our PCR in the thermocycler. This is one type of thermocycler. We actually have two. This is a different type of thermocycler here. So if you go to a future lab and you see different kinds, there are different kinds. These are of the more modern thermocyclers that don't require a layer of oil on top. This is the heating block that those samples would go in. So they're just the right size for those PCR tubes that we set our PCRs up into. And this part is actually also heated. So these heat and change temperatures. This heating block, or the lid, is also heated. As you imagine, we have all of these temperatures going up and down. This is going to cause condensation in the lid. And so the heated lid actually avoids that condensation forming. And so all of your sample is subjected to the changes in temperature that are going on in the heating block. So I'm going to try to get this so that you can actually see what this program looks like. So this program, you can see it starts from high temperature and then goes to low temperature and then increases a little bit. So remember, this is because we want to denature the DNA. We want to allow for annealing of our primers. Down. Okay, so the primers will anneal. I chose a temperature that is a little bit lower than the TM of the primers. Genomic DNA is a little finicky, so we want to make sure that we do in fact get proper annealing. And then we have extension of our DNA template from our primers, from the 3' end of our primers moving towards each other. And that is at a minute long. That's usually 1 minute per kilobase of sequence that you're trying to amplify. We're trying to amplify something long, a little shorter than 1 kb, but just to give it a little bit more time, I think that we will allow it to do that. And then you can see that this program is set so that it goes back to step 2. So we go back to denature, anneal, extension 34 times. So this is going to be a 35 total PCR reaction that is set up. All right, so I'm going to exit here because this is already programmed into the machine and it's already loaded. And I have our samples that are now going to go in to the thermocycler. All right, so I just put them in the heat block. You can close the lid. The lid is actually lowers based on the size of the tubes that are in there. So these tubes are these smaller PCR tubes, and it actually, you can't force this any further because that lid has lowered to the point of where those tubes are. Now this is ready to go, and I can just press start and say, yes, in fact, this is starting, the program has begun, and I can walk away.